Beloved soul, you are welcome here. Rest in this gentle space, away from the worries of the world. Settle your thoughts and let your heart find quiet. May peace cover you fully, just as you are, as we begin. If you feel comfort, you are invited to softly subscribe for more restful moments like this. 1 Chronicles, chapter 1. Adam, Seth, Enosh, Kenan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah. The sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. The sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, Tarshish, the Kittites, and the Rodanites. The sons of Ham, Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Rama, and Sabteka. The sons of Rama, Sheba, and Dedan. Cush was the father of Nimrod, who began to be a mighty one on the earth. Mizraim was the father of the Ludites, the Anamites, the Lahabites, the Naphtuhites, the Pathrusites, the Casluhites, from whom the Philistines came, and the Captorites. And Canaan was the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and of the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Girgashites, the Hivites, the Archites, the Sinites, the Arvadites, the Zemarites, and the Hamathites. The sons of Shem, Elam, Asher, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram, Uz, Hul, Gether, and Meshech. Arphaxad was the father of Shelah, and Shelah was the father of Eber. Two sons were born to Eber. One was named Peleg, because in his days the earth was divided, and his brother was named Joktan. And Joktan was the father of Almodad, Sheleph, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadaram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were sons of Joktan. So from Shem came Arphaxad, Shelah, Eber, Peleg, Ru, Serug, Nahor, Terah, and Abram, that is, Abraham. The sons of Abraham were Isaac and Ishmael. These are their genealogies: Nebaioth the firstborn of Ishmael, then Kedar, Adbeel, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jeter, Naphish, and Kedemah. These were the sons of Ishmael. The sons born to Keturah, Abraham's concubine, Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. The sons of Jokshan, Sheba, and Dedan. The sons of Midian, Ephah, Hanok, Abida, and Eldaah. All of these were Keturah's sons. Abraham was the father of Isaac. The sons of Isaac, Esau and Israel. The sons of Esau, Eliphaz, Reuel, Jush, Jalam, and Korah. The sons of Eliphaz, Teman, Omar, Zepho, Gatam, and Kenaz. And by Timnah, Amalek. The sons of Reuel, Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. The sons of Sarah, Lotan, Shobal, Zibeon, Anna, Dishan, Ezer, and Dishan. The sons of Lotan, Hori, and Homam. Timnah was Lotan's sister. The sons of Shobal, Alvan, Manahath, Ebal, Shepho, and Onam. The sons of Zibeon, Aya, and Anna. The son of Anna, Dison. The sons of Dison, Hemdan, Ishban, Ithran, and Cheran. The sons of Ezer, Bilhan, Zavan, and Achan. The sons of Dishan, Uz, and Aaron. These are the kings who reigned in the land of Edom before any king reigned over the Israelites. Bela son of Beor. His city was named Dinhaba. When Bela died, Jobab son of Zerah from Bozrah reigned in his place. When Jobab died, Husham from the land of the Temanites reigned in his place. When Husham died, Hadad, son of Bedad, who defeated Midian in the country of Moab, reigned in his place, and the name of his city was Avith. When Hadad died, Samlah from Masrekah reigned in his place. When Samlah died, Shaul from Rehoboth on the Euphrates reigned in his place. When Shaul died, Baal-Hanan, son of Achbor, reigned in his place. When Baal-Hanan died, Hadad reigned in his place. His city was named Pau, and his wife's name was Mehetabel, daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mezahab. Then Hadad died. Now the chiefs of Edom were Timnah, Alva, Jetheth, Oholabama, Elah, Pinon, Kenaz, Teman, Mibsar, Magdiel, and Iram. These were the chiefs of Edom. Chapter 2. These were the sons of Israel: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Joseph, Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. The sons of Judah: Onan, and Shelah. These three were born to him by Bath, Shua the Canaanite. Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, so the Lord put him to death. Tamar, Judah's daughter-in-law, bore to him Perez and Zerah. Judah had 5 sons in all. The sons of Perez: Hezron and Hamul. The sons of Zerah: Zimri, Ethan, Heman, Calcol, and Dara, 5 in all. The son of Carmi: Ashar, who brought trouble upon Israel by violating the ban on devoted things. The son of Ethan: Azariah. The sons who were born to Hezron: Jerahmeel, Ram, and Caleb. Ram was the father of Amminadab, and Amminadab was the father of Nahshon, a leader of the descendants of Judah. Nahshon was the father of Salmon, and Salmon was the father of Boaz. Boaz was the father of Obed, and Obed was the father of Jesse. Jesse was the father of Eliab, his firstborn. Abinadab was born, 2nd, Shemaiah 3rd, Nethanel 4th, Radai 5th, Ozem 6th, and David 7th. Their sisters were Zeruiah and Abigail. And the 3 sons of Zeruiah were Abishai, Joab, and Asahel. Abigail was the mother of Amasa, whose father was Jether the Ishmaelite. Caleb, son of Hezron, had children by his wife Azubah and by Jerioth. These were the sons of Azubah: Jesher, Shobab, and Ardan. When Azubah died, Caleb married Ephrath, who bore to him Hur. Hur was the father of Uri, and Uri was the father of Bezalel. Later, Hezron slept with the daughter of Mashir, the father of Gilead. He had married her when he was 60 years old, and she bore to him Segub. Segub was the father of Jair, who had 23 cities in the land of Gilead. But Geshur and Aram captured Havoth Jair, along with Kenath and its 60 surrounding villages. All these were descendants of Mashir, the father of Gilead. After Hezron died in Caleb Ephrathah, his wife Abijah bore to him Ashur, the father of Tekoa. The sons of Jerahmeel, the firstborn of Hezron: Ram his firstborn, Bunah, Oren, Ozem, and Ahijah. Jerahmeel had another wife named Atara, who was the mother of Onam. The sons of Ram, the firstborn of Jerahmeel: Maz, Jamin, and Eker. The sons of Onam: Shammai and Jada. The sons of Shammai: Nadab and Abishur. Abishur's wife was named Abihail, and she bore to him Aban and Molid. The sons of Nadab: Seled and Apaim. Seled died without children. The son of Apaim: Ishi. The son of Ishi: Sheshan. The son of Sheshan: Alai. The sons of Jada, the brother of Shammai: Jether and Jonathan. Jether died without children. The sons of Jonathan: Peleth and Zaza. These were the descendants of Jerahmeel. Sheshan had no sons, but only daughters. He also had an Egyptian servant named Jarha. Sheshan gave his daughter in marriage to his servant Jarha, and she bore to him Attai. Attai was the father of Nathan. Nathan was the father of Zabad. Zabad was the father of Ephlau. Ephlau was the father of Obed. Obed was the father of Jehu. Jehu was the father of Azariah. Azariah was the father of Helez. Helez was the father of Elasa. Elasa was the father of Sismai. Sismai was the father of Shallum. Shallum was the father of Jechamiah, and Jechamiah was the father of Elishama. The sons of Caleb, the brother of Jeremiel, Mesha his firstborn, who was the father of Ziph, and Maresha his second son, who was the father of Hebron. The sons of Hebron, Korah, Tapua, Rechem, and Shema. Shema was the father of Raham, the father of Jocham, and Rechem was the father of Shammai. The son of Shammai was Maon, and Maon was the father of Beth Zur. Caleb's concubine Ephah was the mother of Haran, Mosa, and Gazez. Haran was the father of Gazez. The sons of Jadai, Regem, Jotham, Geshan, Pelet, Ephah, and Shaph. Caleb's concubine Maacah was the mother of Sheba and Tirhana. She was also the mother of Shaph, father of Madmannah, and of Sheva, father of Machbenah and Gibeah. Caleb's daughter was Achsah. These were the descendants of Caleb. The sons of Hur, the firstborn of Ephrathah, Shobal, the father of Kiriath Jearim, Salma, the father of Bethlehem, and Hariph, the father of Beth Gader. These were the descendants of Shobal, the father of Kiriath Jearim, Haraway, half the Manahathites, and the clans of Kiriath Jearim the Ithrites, Puthites, Shumathites, and Mishrites. From these descended the Zorathites and Eshtaulites. The descendants of Salma, Bethlehem, the Netophathites, Atroth Beth Joab, half the Manahathites, the Zorites, and the clans of the scribes who lived at Jabez, the Tirathites, Shimathites, and Sukathites. These are the Kenatites who came from Hamath, the father of the house of Rechab. Chapter 3. These were the sons of David who were born to him in Hebron. The firstborn was Amnon by Ahinoam of Jezreel. The second was Daniel by Abigail of Carmel. The third was Absalom, the son of Maacah, daughter of King Talmai of Geshur. The fourth was Adonijah, the son of Haggith. The fifth was Shephatiah by Abital, and the sixth was Ithream by his wife Eglah. These 6 sons were born to David in Hebron, where he reigned 7 years and 6 months. And David reigned in Jerusalem 33 years. And these sons were born to him in Jerusalem: Shemaiah, Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon. These 4 were born to him by Bathsheba, daughter of Amiel. David's other sons were Ibhar, Elisua, Eliphelet, Noga, Nepheg, Japhia, Elisama, Eliada, and Eliphelet, 9 in all. These were all the sons of David, besides the sons by his concubines, and Tamar was their sister. Solomon's son was Rehoboam, Abijah was his son, Asa his son, Jehoshaphat his son, Joram his son, Ahaziah his son, Joash his son, Amaziah his son, Azariah his son, Jotham his son, Ahaz his son, Hezekiah his son, Manasseh his son, Amon his son, and Josiah his son. The sons of Josiah: Johanan was the firstborn, Jehoiakim the second, Zedekiah the third, and Shallum the fourth. The successors of Jehoiakim: Jeconiah his son, and Zedekiah. The descendants of Jeconiah the captive: Shealtiel his son, Malchiram, Pedaiah, Shenazar, Jechamiah, Hoshama, and Nedabiah. The sons of Pedaiah: Zerubbabel and Shimei. The children of Zerubbabel, Meshullam and Hananiah, their sister Shelemith, and 5 others, Hashabah, Ohel, Berechiah, Hasadiah, and Jushab-Hesed. The descendants of Hananiah, Pelatiah, Jeshiah, and the sons of Rephiah, of Arnan, of Obadiah, and of Shechaniah. The 6 descendants of Shechaniah were Shemaiah and his sons, Hattush, Egal, Bariah, Neriah, and Shaphat. The sons of Neriah, Elioenai, Hizkiah, and Azrikam, 3 in all. The sons of Elioenai, Hodaviah, Eliashib, Peliah, Akub, Johanan, Deliah, and Anani, 7 in all. Let your body grow heavy and relaxed, safe in this moment of stillness. Chapter 4. The descendants of Judah, Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Pur, and Shobal. Raiah son of Shobal was the father of Jahath, and Jahath was the father of Aholmai and Lahad. These were the clans of the Zorathites. These were the sons of Etam, Jezreel, Ishma, and Idbash, and their sister was named Hazelelponi. Penuel was the father of Gedor, and Ezer was the father of Husha. These were the descendants of Hara, the firstborn of Ephrathah, and the father of Bethlehem. Asher, the father of Tekoa, had 2 wives, Helah and Nara. Nara bore to him Ahuzam, Hefer, Temeni, and Hahashdari. These were the descendants of Nara. The sons of Helah were Zereth, Zohar, Ethnan, and Koz, who was the father of Anub and Zobaba, and of the clans of Aharam. Now Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. His mother had named him Jabez, saying, "Because I bore him in pain." And Jabez called out to the God of Israel, "If only you would bless me and enlarge my territory. May your hand be with me and keep me from harm, so that I will be free from pain." And God granted the request of Jabez. Chelub, the brother of Shuha, was the father of Mahir, who was the father of Eshton. Eshton was the father of Beth Rapha, of Paseah, and of Tehinnah, the father of Nahash. These were the men of Reka. The sons of Kenaz, Othniel, and Sariah. The sons of Othniel, Hathath, and Meonothai. Meonothai was the father of Ophrah, and Sariah was the father of Joab, the father of those living in Geharashim, which was given this name because its people were craftsmen. The sons of Caleb, son of Jephunneh, Eru, Elah, and Naam. The son of Elah, Kenaz. The sons of Jehalalel, Ziph, Ziphah, Tiria, and Asarel. The sons of Ezra, Jether, Merid, Epher, and Jalon. And Merid's wife Bithiah gave birth to Miriam, Shammai, and Ishbah, the father of Eshtemoa. These were the children of Pharaoh's daughter Bithiah. Merid also took a Judean wife, who gave birth to Jared the father of Gedor, Heber the father of Soko, and Jekathiel the father of Zanoah. The sons of Hodiah's wife, the sister of Naam, were the fathers of Keilah, the Garmite, and of Eshtemoa the Maacathite. The sons of Shimon, Amnon, Rinnah, Ben-Hanan, and Tilon. The descendants of Ishi, Zoheth, and Ben-Zoeth. The sons of Shelah, son of Judah. The father of Leka, Lada the father of Mareshah, and the clans of the linen workers at Beth Ashbea, Jocham, the men of Kozeba, and Joash and Seraph, who ruled in Moab and Jashubilehem. These names are from ancient records. These were the potters who lived at Netaim and Gedera. They lived there in the service of the king. The descendants of Simeon, Nemuel, Jamin, Jarib, Zerah, and Shaul. The sons of Shaul, Shalom, Mipsam, and Mishma. The sons of Mishma, Hamuel, Zachar, and Shimei. Shimei had 16 sons and 6 daughters, but his brothers did not have many children, so their whole clan did not become as numerous as the sons of Judah. They lived in Beersheba, Moladah, Hazar Shual, Bilhah, Ezem, Tolad, Bethuel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Markaboth, Hazar Susam, Beth Biri, and Sharaim. These were their cities until the reign of David, and their villages were Etam, Ain, Rimmon, Tochan, and Ashan, 5 towns, and all their surrounding villages as far as Baal. These were their settlements, and they kept a genealogical record. Meshabab, Jamlech, Josha son of Amaziah, Joel, Jehu son of Joshabiah, son of Sariah, son of Aziel, Elioenai, Jacobah, Jeshoiah, Azariah, Adil, Jezemiel, Benaiah, and Ziza, son of Shiphi, son of Alan, son of Jediah, son of Shimri, son of Shimri, son of Shimri. These men listed by name were the leaders of their clans. Their families increased greatly, and they journeyed to the entrance of Gedor, to the east side of the valley, in search of pasture for their flocks. There they found rich, good pasture, and the land was spacious, peaceful, and quiet, for some Hamites had lived there formerly. These who were noted by name came in the days of Hezekiah, king of Judah. They attacked the Hamites in their dwellings as well as the Meunites who were there, devoting them to destruction even to this day. Then they settled in their place, because there was pasture for their flocks. And 500 of these Simeonites, led by Pelatiah, Neriah, Raphiah, and Uzziel, the sons of Ishi, went to Mount Seir and struck down the remnant of the Amalekites who had escaped, and they have lived there to this day. Chapter 5. These were the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel. Though he was the firstborn, his birthright was given to the sons of Joseph, son of Israel, because Reuben defiled his father's bed. So he is not reckoned according to birthright. And though Judah prevailed over his brothers, and a ruler came from him, the birthright belonged to Joseph. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, Hanok, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. The descendants of Joel, Shemaiah, his son, Gog his son, Shimei his son, Micah his son, Riah his son, Baal his son, and Bera his son, whom Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, carried into exile. Bera was a leader of the Reubenites. His relatives by their clans are recorded in their genealogy: Jael the chief, Zechariah, and Bela, son of Azaz, the son of Shema, the son of Joel. They settled in Aroer, and as far as Nebo and Baal-Meon. They also settled in the east as far as the edge of the desert that extends to the Euphrates River, because their livestock had increased in the land of Gilead. During the days of Saul, they waged war against the Hagrites, who were defeated at their hands, and they occupied the dwellings of the Hagrites throughout the region east of Gilead. The descendants of Gad lived next to the Reubenites in the land of Bashan, as far as Salakah. Joel was the chief, Shapham the second, then Jani and Shaphat, who lived in Bashan. Their kinsmen by families were Michael, Meshullam, Sheba, Jorai, Jachin, Zia, and Eber. 7 in all. These were the sons of Abihail, son of Huri, the son of Jaroah, the son of Gilead, the son of Michael, the son of Jeshishai, the son of Jado, the son of Buz. Ahi, son of Abdiel, the son of Guni, was head of their family. They lived in Gilead, in Bashan and its towns, and throughout the pasture lands of Sharon. All of them were recorded in the genealogies during the reigns of Jotham king of Judah and Jeroboam king of Israel. The Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh had 44,760 warriors, valiant men who carried the shield and sword, drew the bow, and were trained for battle. They waged war against the Hagrites, as well as Jetur, Naphish, and Nodab. And because they cried out to God in battle, they were helped against their enemies, and the Hagrites and all their allies were delivered into their hands. Because they put their trust in God, he answered their prayers. They seized the livestock of the Hagrites, 50,000 camels, 250,000 sheep, and 2,000 donkeys. They also took 100,000 captives, and many others fell slain, because the battle belonged to God, and they occupied the land until the exile. Now the people of the half-tribe of Manasseh were numerous. They settled in the land from Bashan to Baal Hermon, that is Senir, also known as Mount Hermon. These were the heads of their families: Epher, Ishi, Eliel, Azriel, Jeremiah, Hodaviah, and Jadiel. They were mighty men of valor, famous men, and heads of their families. But they were unfaithful to the God of their fathers, and they prostituted themselves with the gods of the peoples of the land, whom God had destroyed before them. So the God of Israel stirred up the spirit of Pul, king of Assyria, that is, Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, to take the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh into exile. And he brought them to Hala, Habor, Hara, and the river of Gozan, where they remain to this day. Chapter 6. The sons of Levi: Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Kohath: Amram, Ishar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The children of Amram: Aaron, Moses, and Miriam. The sons of Aaron: Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Eleazar was the father of Phinehas. Phinehas was the father of Abishua. Abishua was the father of Bukki. Bukki was the father of Uzzi. Uzzi was the father of Zerahiah. Zerahiah was the father of Meraioth. Meraioth was the father of Amariah. Amariah was the father of Ahitub. Ahitub was the father of Zadok. Zadok was the father of Ahimaaz. Ahimaaz was the father of Azariah. Azariah was the father of Azariah, who served as priest in the temple that Solomon built in Jerusalem. Azariah was the father of Amariah. Amariah was the father of Ahitub. Jehozadak went into captivity when the Lord sent Judah and Jerusalem into exile by the hand of Nebuchadnezzar. The sons of Levi: Gershom, Kohath, and Merari. These are the names of the sons of Gershom: Libni and Shimei. The sons of Kohath: Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The sons of Merari: Mali and Mushi. These are the clans of the Levites listed according to their fathers. Of Gershom: Libni his son, Jahath his son, Zimmah his son, Joah his son, Iddo his son, Zerah his son, and Jetheri his son. The descendants of Kohath: Aminadab his son, Korah his son, Asir his son, Elkanah his son, Ebiasaph his son, Asir his son, Tahath his son, Uzziah his son, Uzziah his son, and Shau his son. The descendants of Elkanah: Amasai, Ahimoth, Elkanah his son, Zophai his son, Nahath his son, Eliab his son, Jeroham his son, and Elkanah his son. The sons of Samuel: Joel his firstborn, and Abijah his second son. The descendants of Merari: Mali, Libni his son, Shimei his son, Uzzah his son, Shemaiah his son, Haggiah his son, and Asaiah his son. These are the men David put in charge of the music in the house of the Lord, after the ark rested there. They ministered with song before the tabernacle, the tent of meeting, until Solomon built the house of the Lord in Jerusalem. And they performed their duties according to the regulations given them. These are the men who served, together with their sons. From the Kohathites: Heman the singer, the son of Joel, the son of Samuel, the son of Elkanah, the son of Jeroham, the son of Eliel, the son of Toah, the son of Zuph, the son of Elkanah, the son of Israel, the son of Amasai, the son of Elkanah, the son of Jochannah, the son of Azariah, the son of Azariah, the son of Zephaniah, the son of Asser, the son of Ezier, the son of Eliel, the son of Ezier, the son of Eliasaph, the son of Izar, the son of Yekah, the son of Elkanah, the son of Mahath, the son of Elkanah. Haman's kinsman was Asaph, who served at his right hand. Asaph the son of Berechiah, the son of Shimeah, the son of Michael, the son of Baasiah, the son of Malchijah, the son of Ethni, the son of Zerah, the son of Adiah, the son of Ethan, the son of Zimmah, the son of Shimei, the son of Gershom, the son of Gershom, the son of Levi. On the left were their kinsmen, the sons of Merari, Ethan the son of Kishi, the son of Abdi, the son of Malach, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Amaziah, the son of Hilkiah, the son of Amzi, the son of Bani, the son of Shemer, the son of Mashi, the son of Mushi, the son of Levi. Their fellow Levites were assigned to every kind of service of the tabernacle, the house of God. But Aaron and his sons did all the work of the most holy place. They presented the offerings on the altar of burnt offering and on the altar of incense to make atonement for Israel, according to all that Moses the servant of God had commanded. These were the descendants of Aaron: Eleazar his son, Phinehas his son, Abishua his son, Buki his son, Uzi his son, Zerahiah his son, Meriah his son, Amariah his son, Ahitub his son, Zadok his son, and Ahimaaz his son. Now these were the territories assigned to the descendants of Aaron from the Kohathite clan for their settlements. Because the first lot fell to them, they were given Hebron in the land of Judah and its surrounding pasture lands. But the fields and villages around the city were given to Caleb son of Jephunneh. So the descendants of Aaron were given Hebron, a city of refuge, Libnah, Jatir, Eshtemoa, Highlan, Debir, Ashan, Juttah, and Beth Shemesh, together with their pasture lands. And from the tribe of Benjamin they were given Gibeon, Geba, Alameth, and Anathoth, together with their pasture lands. So they had 13 cities in all among their families. To the rest of the Kohathites, 10 cities were allotted from the half-tribe of Manasseh. The Gershomites, according to their clans, were allotted 13 cities from the tribes of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and Manasseh in Bashan. The Merarites, according to their clans, were allotted 12 cities from the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. So the Israelites gave to the Levites these cities and their pasture lands. They assigned by lot the cities named above from the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin. And some of the clans of the Kohathites were given cities from the tribe of Ephraim for their territory. They were given Shechem, a city of refuge, with its pasture lands in the hill country of Ephraim, and Gezer, Jokmeam, Beth Horon, Aijalon, and Gath Rimmon, together with their pasture lands. And from the half-tribe of Manasseh, the rest of the clans of the Kohathites were given Anner and Bileam, together with their pasture lands. The Gershomites received the following. From the clan of the half-tribe of Manasseh, they were given Golan in Bashan, and also Ashtaroth, together with their pasture lands. From the tribe of Issachar, they were given Kadesh, Dabarath, Ramoth, and Anem, together with their pasture lands. From the tribe of Asher, they were given Mashal, Abdon, Hukok, and Rehob, together with their pasture lands. And from the tribe of Naphtali, they were given Kadesh in Galilee, Hammon, and Kiriathaim, together with their pasture lands. The Merarites, the rest of the Levites, received the following. From the tribe of Zebulun, they were given Ramono and Tabor, together with their pasture lands. From the tribe of Reuben, east of the Jordan opposite Jericho, they were given Bezer in the wilderness, Jaza, Kedemoth, and Mephahath, together with their pasture lands. And from the tribe of Gad, they were given Ramoth and Gilead, Mahanaim, Heshbon, and Jaza, together with their pasture lands. Allow each breath to draw in calm and release what is no longer needed. Whata, the sons of Issachar, Tola, Pua, Jashub, and Shimron, 4 in all. The sons of Tola, Uzi, Raphiah, Jeriel, Jamai, Ibsam, and Shemuel, the heads of their families. In the days of David, 22,600 descendants of Tola were numbered in their genealogies as mighty men of valor. The son of Uzi, Izrahiah. The sons of Izrahiah, Michael, Obadiah, Joel, and Ishah. All 5 of them were chiefs. In addition to them, according to their genealogy, they had 36,000 troops for battle, for they had many wives and children. Their kinsmen belonging to all the families of Issachar, who were mighty men of valor, totaled 87,000, as listed in their genealogies. The 3 sons of Benjamin, Bela, Becher, and Jediel. The sons of Bela, Esbon, Uzzi, Uzziel, Jeremoth, and Iri, heads of their families, 5 in all. There were 22,034 mighty men of valor listed in their genealogies. The sons of Becher, Zemira, Joash, Eleazar, Elianai, Omri, Jeremoth, Abijah, Anathoth, and Alameth. All these were Becher's sons. Their genealogies were recorded according to the heads of their families, 20,200 mighty men of valor. The son of Jediael, Bilhan. The sons of Bilhan, Jush, Benjamin, Ehud, Chenanana, Zethan, Tarshish, and Ahishahar. All these sons of Jediael were heads of their families, mighty men of valor. There were 17,200 fit for battle. The Shupites and Huppites were descendants of Ir, and the Hushites were descendants of Aher. The sons of Naphtali, Jaziel, Guni, Jezer, and Shalom, the descendants of Bilhah. The descendants of Manasseh, Azriel, through his Aramean concubine. She also gave birth to Machir, the father of Gilead. Machir took a wife from among the Huppites and Shupites. The name of his sister was Maacah. Another descendant was named Zelophehad, who had only daughters. Machir's wife Maacah gave birth to a son, and she named him Peresh. His brother was named Sheresh, and his sons were Ulam and Rechem. The son of Ulam, Bedan. These were the sons of Gilead, son of Machir, the son of Manasseh. His sister Hammolecheth gave birth to Ishhod, Abiezer, and Machlah, and these were the sons of Shemida, Ahian, Shechem, Leki, and Aniam. The descendants of Ephraim, Shuthalah, Berit his son, Tahath his son, Eliada his son, Tahath his son, Zabat his son, and Shuthalah his son. Ezer and Eliad were killed by the natives of Gath because they went down to steal their livestock. Their father Ephraim mourned for many days, and his relatives came to comfort him. And again he slept with his wife, and she conceived and gave birth to a son. So he named him Beriah, because tragedy had come upon his house. His daughter was Shira, who built Lower and Upper Beth Horon, as well as Uzzen Shira. Additionally, Repha was his son, Resheph his son, Tela his son, Tahan his son, Ladan his son, Amihud his son, Alashama his son, Nun his son, and Joshua his son. Their holdings and settlements included Bethel and its villages, Naran to the east, Gezer and its villages to the west, and Shechem and its villages as far as Aya and its villages. And along the borders of Manasseh were Beth, Shana, Megiddo, and Dor, together with their villages. The descendants of Joseph son of Israel lived in these towns. The children of Asher, Imnah, Ishva, Beriah, and their sister Sarah. The sons of Beriah, Heber, as well as Malchiel, who was the father of Birzaith. Heber was the father of Japhlet, Shomer, and Hotham, and of their sister Shua. The sons of Japhlet, Pasash, Bimhal, and Ashvath. These were Japhlet's sons. The sons of Shemer, Ahi, Roga, Huber, and Aram. The sons of his brother Helam, Zophah, Imnah, Shelesh, and Amal. The sons of Zophah, Sua, Harnepha, Shual, Beri, Imra, Bezer, Hod, Shammah, Shilshah, Ithran, and Bera. The sons of Jether, Jephunneh, Pispa, and Ara. The sons of Ulla, Ara, Haniel, and Reziah. All these were the descendants of Asher, heads of their families, choice and mighty men of valor, and chiefs among the leaders. The number of men fit for battle recorded in their genealogies was 26,000. Chapter 8. Benjamin was the father of Bela. His firstborn, Ashbel II, Ahara III, Noha IV, and Rapha V. The sons of Bela, Adar, Abihud, Abishua, Naaman, Ahoa, Gera, Shephaphan, and Huram. These were the descendants of Ehud, who were the heads of the families living in Geba, and were exiled to Manahath, Naaman, Ahijah, and Geri, who carried them into exile, and who was the father of Uzzah and Ahudad. Shaharaim had sons in the country of Moab after he had divorced his wives, Hushim and Bara. His sons by his wife Hodesh, Jobab, Zibiah, Mesha, Malcolm, Joz, Sachia, and Mirma. These were his sons, heads of families. He also had sons by Hushim, Abitub, and Elpawal. The sons of Elpal, Eber, Misham, Shemd, who built Ono and Lod with its villages, and Beriah and Shema, who were the heads of families living in Aijalon, and who drove out the inhabitants of Gath. Ahio, Shashak, Jeremoth, Zebediah, Arad, Eda, Michael, Ishba, and Joha were the sons of Beriah. Zebediah, Meshullam, Hiski, Heber, Ishmerai, Isliah, and Jobab were the sons of Elpaal. Jachim, Zikri, Zabdi, Elianai, Zilathai, Eliel, Adiah, Beriah, and Shimroth were the sons of Shimei. Ishpan, Eber, Eliel, Abdon, Zikri, Hanan, Hananiah, Elam, Anthothijah, Ifdiah, and Penuel were the sons of Shashak. Shamsharai, Shahariah, Athaliah, Jarashiah, Elijah, and Zikri were the sons of Jeroam. All these were heads of families, the chiefs according to their genealogies, and they lived in Jerusalem. Jael, the father of Gibeon, lived in Gibeon. His wife's name was Maacah, and Abdon was his firstborn son. Then Zur, Kish, Baal, Nadab, Gedor, Ahio, Zechar, and Mikloth, who was the father of Shimeah. They too lived alongside their relatives in Jerusalem. Ner was the father of Kish. Kish was the father of Saul, and Saul was the father of Jonathan, Malchishua, Abinadab, and Eshbaal. The son of Jonathan, Merib-Baal, and Merib-Baal was the father of Micah. The sons of Micah, Python, Melech, Tereah, and Ahaz. Ahaz was the father of Jehoiada. Jehoiada was the father of Alameth, Asmaveth, and Zimri was the father of Mosa. Mosa was the father of Bineah. Rapha was his son, Eleazar his son, and Azel his son. Azel had 6 sons, and these were their names: Azrikam, Bosharu, Ishmael, Shariah, Obadiah, and Hanan. All these were the sons of Azel. The sons of his brother Eshek: Ulam was his firstborn, Jush second, and Eliphelet third. The sons of Ulam were mighty men of valor, archers, and they had many sons and grandsons, 150 in all. All these were the descendants of Benjamin. Chapter 9. So all Israel was recorded in the genealogies written in the book of the kings of Israel. But Judah was exiled to Babylon because of their unfaithfulness. Now, the first to resettle their own property in their cities were Israelites, priests, Levites, and temple servants. Some of the descendants of Judah, Benjamin, Ephraim, and Manasseh lived in Jerusalem. Uthai, son of Ammihud, the son of Omri, the son of Imri, the son of Bani, a descendant of Perez, son of Judah. From the Shilonites, Asaiah the firstborn and his sons. From the Zerahites, Jewel and 690 relatives. From the Benjamites, Sallu son of Meshullam, the son of Hodaviah, the son of Hasanua, Ibneiah son of Jeroham, Elah son of Uzi, the son of Mishri, Meshullam son of Shephatiah, the son of Ruel, the son of Ibnishah, and 956 of their relatives according to their genealogy. All these men were heads of their families. From the priests, Jedaiah, Jehoiarib, and Jashin, Azariah son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Merioth, the son of Ahitub, the chief official of God's temple, Adiah son of Jeroham, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchijah, Masai son of Adil, the son of Jazarah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Meshullam, the son of Meshulemith, the son of Immer, and 1,760 of their relatives, the heads of their families, able men for the work of the service of the house of God. From the Levites, Shemaiah son of Hashab, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, a descendant of Merari, Bakbakkar, Herish, Galal, and Mattaniah son of Micah, the son of Zikri, the son of Asaph, Obadiah son of Shemaiah, the son of Galal, the son of Jeduthun, and Barakiah son of Asa, the son of Elkanah, who lived in the villages of the Netophathites. These were the gatekeepers, Shallum, Akub, Talmon, Ahiman, and their relatives. Shallum was their chief. He was previously stationed at the king's gate on the east side. These were the gatekeepers from the camp of the Levites. Shallum son of Kori, the son of Ebiasaph, the son of Korah, and his relatives from the Korahites were assigned to guard the thresholds of the tent, just as their fathers had been assigned to guard the entrance to the dwelling of the Lord. In earlier times, Phinehas son of Eleazar had been in charge of the gatekeepers, and the Lord was with him. Zechariah son of Meshelemiah was the gatekeeper at the entrance to the tent of meeting. The number of those chosen to be gatekeepers at the thresholds was 212. They were registered by genealogy in their villages. David and Samuel the seer had appointed them to their positions of trust, so they and their descendants were assigned to guard the gates of the house of the Lord, the house called the Tent. The gatekeepers were stationed on the four sides, east, west, north, and south. Their relatives came from their villages at fixed times to serve with them for 7-day periods. But the four chief gatekeepers, who were Levites, were entrusted with the rooms and the treasuries of the house of God. They would spend the night stationed around the house of God, because they were responsible for guarding it and opening it every morning. Some of them were in charge of the articles used in worship, to count them whenever they were brought in or taken out. Others were put in charge of the furnishings and other articles of the sanctuary, as well as the fine flour, wine, oil, frankincense, and spices. And some of the sons of the priests mixed the spices. A Levite named Mattathiah, the firstborn son of Shallum the Korahite, was entrusted with baking the bread. Some of their Kohathite relatives were responsible for preparing the rolls of the showbread every Sabbath. Those who were musicians, the heads of Levite families, stayed in the temple chambers and were exempt from other duties because they were on duty day and night. All these were heads of Levite families, chiefs according to their genealogies, and they lived in Jerusalem. Jael, the father of Gibeon, lived in Gibeon. His wife's name was Maacah. Abdon was his firstborn son, then Zur, Kish, Baal, Ner, Nadab, Gedor, Ahio, Zechariah, and Mikloth. Mikloth was the father of Shimeam. They too lived alongside their relatives in Jerusalem. Ner was the father of Kish, Kish was the father of Saul, and Saul was the father of Jonathan, Malchishua, Abinadab, and Eshbaal. The son of Jonathan, Merib-Baal, who was the father of Micah. The sons of Micah, Python, Melech, Tariah, and Ahaz. Ahaz was the father of Jarah. Jarah was the father of Alameth, Asmaveth, and Zimri. And Zimri was the father of Mosa. Mosa was the father of Benaiah. Raphiah was his son, Elasa his son, and Ezel his son. And Azel had 6 sons, and these were their names: Azrikam, Bocheru, Ishmael, Sheriah, Obadiah, and Hanan. These were the sons of Azel. There is nothing you must do now. You can simply be here, free from hurry or expectation. Chapter 10. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled before them, and many fell slain on Mount Gilboa. The Philistines followed hard after Saul and his sons, and they killed Saul's sons Jonathan, Abinadab, and Malchishua. When the battle intensified against Saul, the archers overtook him and wounded him. Then Saul said to his armor-bearer, "Draw your sword and run me through with it, or these uncircumcised men will come and torture me." But his armor-bearer was terrified and refused to do it. So Saul took his own sword and fell on it. When his armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he too fell on his own sword and died. So Saul died together with his 3 sons and all his house. When all the Israelites in the valley saw that the army had fled and that Saul and his sons had died, they abandoned their cities and ran away. So the Philistines came and occupied their cities. The next day, when the Philistines came to strip the dead, they found Saul and his sons fallen on Mount Gilboa. They stripped Saul, cut off his head, took his armor, and sent messengers throughout the land of the Philistines to proclaim the news in the temple of their idols and among their people. They put his armor in the temple of their gods and hung his head in the temple of Dagon. When all the people of Jabesh Gilead heard about everything the Philistines had done to Saul, all their men of valor set out and retrieved the bodies of Saul and his sons and brought them to Jabesh. And they buried their bones under the oak in Jabesh and fasted 7 days. So Saul died for his unfaithfulness to the Lord, because he did not keep the word of the Lord, and even consulted a medium for guidance, and he failed to inquire of the Lord. So the Lord put him to death and turned the kingdom over to David, son of Jesse. Chapter 11. Then all Israel came together to David at Hebron and said, "Here we are, your own flesh and blood. Even in times past, while Saul was king, you were the one who led Israel out and brought them back. And the Lord your God said, 'You will shepherd my people Israel, and you will be ruler over them.'" So all the elders of Israel came to the king at Hebron, where David made a covenant with them before the Lord. And they anointed him king over Israel, according to the word of the Lord through Samuel. Then David and all the Israelites marched to Jerusalem, that is, Jebus, where the Jebusites inhabited the land. The people of Jebus said to David, "You will never get in here." Nevertheless, David captured the fortress of Zion, that is, the city of David. Now David had said, "Whoever is the first to strike down a Jebusite will become chief commander." And Joab son of Zeruiah went up first, and he became the chief. So David took up residence in the fortress. That is why it was called the City of David. He built up the city around it, from the supporting terraces to the surrounding wall, while Joab restored the rest of the city. And David became greater and greater, for the Lord of hosts was with him. Now these were the chiefs of David's mighty men, who, together with all Israel, bolstered and strengthened his kingdom, according to the word of the Lord concerning Israel. This is the list of David's mighty men. Jashabim son of Hashmoni was chief of the officers. He wielded his spear against 300 men, whom he killed at one time. Next in command was Eleazar son of Dodo the Ahohite, one of the 3 mighty men. He was with David at Pas Dammim when the Philistines gathered there for battle. At a place with a field full of barley, the troops fled from the Philistines. But Eleazar and David stationed themselves in the middle of the field and defended it. They struck down the Philistines, and the Lord brought about a great victory. 3 of the 30 chief men went down to David, to the rock at the cave of Adullam, while a company of Philistines was encamped in the valley of Rephaim. At that time, David was in the stronghold, and the garrison of the Philistines was at Bethlehem. David longed for water and said, "Oh, that someone would get me a drink of water from the well near the gate of Bethlehem." So the 3 broke through the Philistine camp, drew water from the well at the gate of Bethlehem, and brought it back to David. But he refused to drink it. Instead, he poured it out to the Lord, saying, "Far be it from me, my God, to do this. How can I drink the blood of these men who risked their lives?" Because they had brought it at the risk of their lives, David refused to drink it. Such were the exploits of the 3 mighty men. Now Abishai, the brother of Joab, was chief of the 3, and he wielded his spear against 300 men, killed them, and won a name along with the 3. He was doubly honored above the 3, and he became their commander, even though he was not included among the 3. And Benaiah son of Jehoiada was a man of valor from Kabzeel, a man of many exploits. He struck down 2 champions of Moab, and on a snowy day he went down into a pit and killed a lion. He also struck down an Egyptian, a huge man 5 cubits tall. Although the Egyptian had a spear like a weaver's beam in his hand, Benaiah went against him with a club, snatched the spear from his hand, and killed the Egyptian with his own spear. These were the exploits of Benaiah son of Jehoiada, who won a name along with the 3 mighty men. He was most honored among the 30, but he did not become one of the 3. And David appointed him over his guard. Iaisa the Hasathite, Iaiahitis, Mahitis, Elisite, son of Bathite, Iai, son of Ritisite, is son of Rai from Might, from Mai, is son of Rai from Might, from Mai, Ai, son of Ribai from Gaia, of the Benjamite, Hai from the brooks of Gash, Abiah the Brothite, Asmaveth the Baharamite, Eliabah the Shalbanite, the sons of Hashem the Gizonite, Jonathan son of Shaji the Hararite, Eliah son of Hefer the Mechorite, Eliphel the Mechorite, Ihela the brother of Nita, Nari son of Esbai, Gareb the Miter. Chapter 12. Now these were the men who came to David at Ziklag, while he was still banished from the presence of Saul, son of Kish. They were among the mighty men who helped him in battle. They were archers using both the right and left hands to sling stones and shoot arrows. And they were Saul's kinsmen from Benjamin, Ahiezer their chief and Joash, who were the sons of Shemaiah, the Gibbethite, Jeziel and Pelet, the sons of Asmaveth, Berekah, Jehu the Anathothite, Ishmaiah the Gibeonite, a mighty man among the 30 and a leader over the 30, Jeremiah, Jahaziel, Johanan, and Jozabad. Some Gadites defected to David at his stronghold in the wilderness. They were mighty men of valor, trained for battle, experts with the shield and spear, whose faces were like the faces of lions, and who were as swift as gazelles on the mountains. Ezra the chief, Obadiah the second in command, Eliab the third, Mishmannah the fourth, Jeremiah the fifth, Attai the 6th, Eliel the 7th, Johanan the 8th, Elzabad the 9th, Jeremiah the 10th, and Machbanai the 11th. These Gadites were army commanders, the least of whom was a match for 100, and the greatest for 1,000. These are the ones who crossed the Jordan in the first month when it was overflowing all its banks, and they put to flight all those in the valleys, both to the east and to the west. Other Benjamites, and some men from Judah, also came to David in his stronghold. And David went out to meet them, saying, "If you have come to me in peace to help me, my heart will be united with you. But if you have come to betray me to my enemies, when my hands are free of violence, may the God of our fathers see it and judge you." Then the Spirit came upon Amasai, the chief of the 30, and he said, "We are yours, O David. We are with you, O son of Jesse. Peace, peace to you, and peace to your helpers, for your God helps you." So David received them and made them leaders of his troops. Some from Manasseh defected to David when he went with the Philistines to fight against Saul. They did not help the Philistines because the Philistine rulers consulted and sent David away, saying, "It will cost us our heads if he defects to his master Saul." When David went to Ziklag, these men of Manasseh defected to him: Adnah, Jozabad, Jediel, Michael, Jozabad, Elihu, and Zillethai, chiefs of thousands in Manasseh. They helped David against the raiders, for they were all mighty men of valor and commanders in the army. For at that time men came to David day after day to help him, until he had a great army, like the army of God. Now these are the numbers of men armed for battle, who came to David at Hebron to turn Saul's kingdom over to him, in accordance with the word of the Lord. From Judah, 6,800 armed troops bearing shields and spears. From Simeon, 7,100 mighty men of valor, ready for battle. From Levi, 4,600, including Jehoiada, leader of the house of Aaron, with 3,700 men, and Zadok, a mighty young man of valor, with 22 commanders from his own family. From Benjamin, the kinsman of Saul, 3,000, most of whom had remained loyal to the house of Saul up to that time. From Ephraim, 2,800 mighty men of valor, famous among their own clans. From the half-tribe of Manasseh, 18,000 designated by name to come and make David king. From Issachar, men who understood the times and knew what Israel should do, 200 chiefs with all their kinsmen at their command. From Zebulun, 50,000 fit for service, trained for battle with all kinds of weapons of war, who with one purpose were devoted to David. From Naphtali, 1,000 commanders, accompanied by 37,000 men with shield and spear. From Dan, 28,600 prepared for battle. From Asher, 40,000 fit for service, prepared for battle. And from east of the Jordan, from Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh there, 20,000 armed with every kind of weapon of war. All these men of war, arrayed for battle, came to Hebron fully determined to make David king over all Israel. And all the rest of the Israelites were of one mind to make David king. They spent 3 days there eating and drinking with David, for their relatives had provided for them. And their neighbors from as far away as Issachar, Zebulun, and Naphtali came bringing food on donkeys, camels, mules, and oxen. Abundant supplies of flour, fig cakes and raisin cakes, wine and oil, oxen and sheep. Indeed, there was joy in Israel. If you feel sleep arriving, you are welcome to drift without resistance. Chapter 13. Then David conferred with all his leaders, the commanders of thousands and of hundreds. And he said to the whole assembly of Israel, "If it seems good to you, and if this is of the Lord our God, Let us send word far and wide to the rest of our brothers in all the land of Israel, and also to the priests and Levites in their cities and pasture lands, so that they may join us. Then let us bring back the ark of our God, for we did not inquire of him in the days of Saul. And because this proposal seemed right to all the people, the whole assembly agreed to it. So David assembled all Israel, from the river Shihor in Egypt to Lebo Hamath, to bring the ark of God from Kiriath Jearim. David and all Israel went up to Baalah of Judah, that is Kiriath Jearim, to bring up from there the ark of God the Lord, who is enthroned between the cherubim, the ark that is called by the name. So they carried the ark of God from the house of Abinadab on a new cart, with Uzzah and Ahio guiding the cart. David and all the Israelites were celebrating before God with all their might, with songs and on harps and lyres, with tambourines, cymbals and trumpets. When they came to the threshing floor of Chidon, Uzzah reached out and took hold of the ark, because the oxen had stumbled. And the anger of the Lord burned against Uzzah, and he struck him down because he had put his hand on the ark. So he died there before God. Then David became angry, because the Lord had burst forth against Uzzah. So he named that place Perez Uzzah, as it is called to this day. That day, David feared God and asked, "How can I ever bring the ark of God to me?" So he did not move the ark with him to the city of David. Instead, he took it aside to the house of Obed, Edom the Gittite. Thus the ark of God remained with the family of Obed-Edom in his house for 3 months, and the Lord blessed his household and everything he owned. Chapter 14. Now Hiram king of Tyre sent envoys to David, along with cedar logs, stonemasons, and carpenters, to build a palace for him. And David realized that the Lord had established him as king over Israel, and had highly exalted his kingdom for the sake of his people Israel. And David took more wives in Jerusalem, and became the father of more sons and daughters. These are the names of the children born to him in Jerusalem: Shammua, Shobab, Nathan, Solomon, Ibhar, Elishua, Elpalet, Noga, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Beliada, and Eliphelet. When the Philistines heard that David had been anointed king over all Israel, they all went in search of him. But David learned of this and went out to face them. Now the Philistines had come and raided the valley of Rephaim. So David inquired of God, "Should I go up against the Philistines? Will you deliver them into my hand?" "Go," replied the Lord, "for I will deliver them into your hand." So David and his men went up to Baal-perazim, where he defeated the Philistines and said, "Like a bursting flood, God has burst out against my enemies by my hand." There the Philistines abandoned their gods, and David ordered that they be burned in the fire. Once again the Philistines raided the valley. So David again inquired of God, who answered him, "Do not march up after them, but circle around them and attack them in front of the balsam trees. As soon as you hear the sound of marching in the tops of the balsam trees, move out to battle, because this will mean that God has gone out before you to strike the camp of the Philistines." So David did as God had commanded him, and they struck down the army of the Philistines all the way from Gibeon to Gezer. And David's fame went out into every land, and the Lord caused all nations to fear him. Chapter 15. David constructed buildings for himself in the city of David, and he prepared a place for the ark of God and pitched a tent for it. Then David said, No one but the Levites may carry the ark of God, because the Lord has chosen them to carry the ark of the Lord and to minister before him forever. And David assembled all Israel in Jerusalem to bring up the ark of the Lord to the place he had prepared for it. Then he gathered together the descendants of Aaron and the Levites. From the Kohathites, Uriel the chief, and 120 of his relatives. From the Merarites, Asaiah the chief, and 220 of his relatives. From the Gershomites, Joel the chief, and 130 of his relatives. From the Elizaphanites, Shemaiah the chief, and 200 of his relatives. From the Hebronites, Eliel the chief, and 80 of his relatives. And from the Uzzielites, Aminadab the chief, and 11 of his relatives. David summoned the priests, Zadok and Abiathar, and the Levites, Uriel, Asaiah, Joel, Shemaiah, Eliel, and Aminadab. And he said to them, "You are the heads of the Levitical families. You and your relatives must consecrate yourselves, so that you may bring the ark of the Lord, the God of Israel, to the place I have prepared for it." It was because you Levites were not with us the first time that the Lord our God burst forth in anger against us, for we did not consult him about the proper order. So the priests and Levites consecrated themselves to bring up the ark of the Lord, the God of Israel. And the Levites carried the ark of God on their shoulders with the poles, as Moses had commanded in accordance with the word of the Lord. David also told the leaders of the Levites to appoint their relatives as singers, to lift up their voices with joy, accompanied by musical instruments, harps, lyres, and cymbals. So the Levites appointed Haman son of Joel, from his brothers Asaph son of Berechiah, from their brothers the Merarites, Ethan son of Cushiah, and with them their brothers next in rank, Zechariah, Jaziel, Shemiramoth, Jehiel, Unni, Eliab, Benaiah, Maaseiah, Mattithiah, Eliphelehu, Micniah, and the gatekeepers Obed-Edom and Jael. The musicians Heman, Asaph, and Ethan were to sound the bronze cymbals. Zechariah, Aziel, Shemiramoth, Jehiel, Unni, Eliab, Maaseiah, and Benaiah were to play the harps according to Alamoth. And Mattithiah, Eliphelehu, Micniah, Obed-Edom, Jael, and Azaziah were to lead the music with lyres according to Sheminith. Chenaniah, the head Levite, was the director of the music because he was highly skilled. Berechiah and Elkanah were to be guardians of the ark. Shebaniah, Joshaphat, Nethanel, Amasai, Zechariah, Benaiah, and Eleazar, the priests, were to blow the trumpets before the ark of God. Obed, Edom, and Jehiah were also to be guardians of the ark. So David, the elders of Israel, and the commanders of thousands went with rejoicing to bring the ark of the covenant of the Lord from the house of Obed-Edom. And because God helped the Levites who were carrying the ark of the covenant of the Lord, they sacrificed 7 bulls and 7 rams. Now David was dressed in a robe of fine linen, as were all the Levites who were carrying the ark, as well as the singers and Chenaniah, the director of music for the singers. David also wore a linen ephod. So all Israel brought up the ark of the covenant of the Lord with shouting, with the sounding of rams' horns and trumpets, and with cymbals and the music of harps and lyres. As the ark of the covenant of the Lord was entering the city of David, Saul's daughter Michal looked down from a window and saw King David dancing and celebrating, and she despised him in her heart. May the hush of peace remain with you as your night unfolds. Rest easy, knowing you are gently held.